Welcome back to the Hockey Shop, source for sports. We're down here in Goalie Utopia, and we are going to stick with the Bauer Mach line in today's review.
That came at you in Mach speed.
This is so bad. So bad. But you know what's not so bad as Cam's crappy jokes and my lousy puns? The new Bauer Supreme Mach sticks. Cam, what's changed? What's new? What's different? We can see before our eyes. You explain to me how it all works, what's improved, what's better, and what's this going to set me back?
The new ergo spine / ergo bridge. So they've redesigned that back portion of the paddle of the stick. It's something that was so new and crazy when we saw it in the 2S Pro stick. Refined a little bit in the Ultrasonic, and even further refined now into the Mach sticks. So that goes all the way down now into the blade in terms of the cutout portion of the stick itself. So that ergo spine still exists. Now where it connects a little bit further into the heel, designed to cover one of their breakage points that they found was actually where the blade and the paddle of the stick met in terms of overall fit.
Had that experience ourselves. That was,
correct.
A lot of times sticks break up in the shaft. This was one of the few ones that we had break down in the paddle.
See, when sticks break, and we do send them back to the companies, they do pay attention, they do evaluate, and this is one of those, scientific evaluations that we see that come out of this sort of thing. So we're continuing with that lightweight stick because of that cutout as well. We shaved a couple grams off the overall weight. We can weigh it later. We can show you what the actual weight will be.
It's a good looking stick.
It's fantastic. Give me that. So when we move on to the front of the stick, we see that updated overall design. I like the graphic. I like what they've done in terms of the stock colorways that we see, fresh off the wall. Obviously, as we mentioned before, these sticks are available to order custom at any time. So we can obviously, mess around with the colors and get you set up that way.
That black one is hot with little, not to interrupt you there, a little matte finish in the gray on the black. Like that's a hot stick.
Kevin, big fan of the blacked out stick for sure. So one of the other cool features that has come out this year, stock at a retail, we have an additional curve for Bauer at stock retail. Something that was available at custom, but you couldn't buy necessarily off the wall, and that was the P34 curve. So went away a long time ago, finally has come back. So Bauer now has a wedge option. So this curve will line up with, your price fans.
That's this one, dumbass.
Yeah, I know. I was holding it.
Yeah, you should show it to them.
Well, I was going to show it after.
See, folks.
So we can get a better shot of that afterwards and get a little bit of a close-up shot in terms of overall playability and puck feel, something that's a little bit straighter on the ice, something that we've seen a little bit of a trend of goalies looking for a little bit of a straighter curve that sits flat and flush. P31, still their stock curve and still available, no problems there. Great overall stick.
Mid-flex. Looks like a mid-flex kind of. It's not like a whippiest stick I've ever had, but it's got a little bend. It sort of seems to be sort of almost mid to high kick point. It's not.
You can get some good torque behind that, which we will show when we shoot the stick here in just a second.
Oh, Cam's going to shoot for us.
Yes.
I will. Excellent. Shoot for you. Prepare to laugh.
Hey, last time I checked, you flubbed the puck.
I've never shot the puck on camera. I'm not stupid enough to put myself in that spot. Only you have.
Smart enough to show off exactly how the stick works. That's why I'm here. I can show that I can sell the product.
The editing process, Cam. I control the editing process.
We're going to turn his mic down here, and we're going to allow the actual seller of the product to sell the product.
Let's go see some shots with Cam and the new Bauer Mach Supreme stick. Here comes the muffin man, the muffin
It's a different,
man,
much different shot.
Man. Here comes the muffin.
Hell yeah. Corner.
right, so Cam had his little fun shooting session. We mocked him a little bit for some of the muffins, but the reality is mocked. Yeah, hey, it's spelled differently. King of the puns, attaboy. So feedback on the shooting. What? Give me a little feedback before, because the reason we're back here in this environment, and full disclosure, it's a day later, but the reason we're back here is because he forgot to mention something about the blade. But before we get to that, we did, because we're gonna have a little contest. We're gonna have a little contest about this two-part thing. Give me a minute. First, tell them what you liked about the way it's shot, and then tell me about the key detail that you screwed up yesterday.
So great pop off the stick. Excellent response. It's a very stiff stick, but if you can put a little bit of torque behind it, you can really get that puck to pop off and get a nice launch to it. The thing that I did happen to miss, as you so woefully called out for me, expand cell in the blade of the stick. What's that mean? Why is this important? So again, we had brought up how Bauer had experienced some breakage issues and had redesigned, the back portion of the stick a little bit to help reinforce the paddle of the stick. So they've done that with the blade as well.
We had that issue too with one of our test sticks in the last run in terms of breaking in the blade, which you don't see all that often.
Yes. So once again, the company listened. These warranties do, something becomes of them. They don't just toss them away. So analyzed, they added their expand cell foam, which now means increased durability inside the stick. How does that work? Why does that work? Again, it's filling up, overall space inside the stick, helping to reduce that overall vibration that's being transferred into the composite that's causing it to crack and break, allegedly.
I could see the wheels turning, like it got a little scientific on you, and like the hamsters were just going hard.
Well, it's like when you get a cereal box and you read the outside of it, you're like, oh, that's really cool. I like my Gramios. So
the question will be...
There's Gramios inside the stick. We'll see if it works.
Don't know what those are, but the proof will be in the pudding. Now for the contest, can you spot the difference between yesterday and today relative to Woody? It's not that the lights are brighter, because yes, we have more lights, but part one and part two, who can spot the difference? Because I brought the same outfit. I spilled tzatziki all over myself last night. Had to wash it so I could come and look the same so that we could redo your screw up. But something changed on Woody. Spot it in the comments, and maybe we'll, first one to notice and get it right, we'll send some InGoal stickers.
I got a quick guess. You washed your sweater, but you didn't take a shower, because I can smell you from here. Give us a call here at 604-589-8299 or 1-800-567-7790, or check us out at thehockeyshop.com.
A quick reminder, not because he's pissed me off just now, but one of the things about calling the hockey shop is sometimes we let Cam out of the basement. Personally, I wouldn't. I'd leave him down here like a dungeon chained to something. But they do let him out of here. Sometimes they let him actually talk to customers in person. So when you call, it won't always be Cam. But guess what? The hockey shop goal department is loaded with goalies. Guys who played up to really high levels, guys who still play, basically fellow goalie geeks. So even if you can't get Cam on the phone, as much as I would like to tell you to always call and ask for him and annoy the crap out of him, there's going to be an expert that can solve your problems, give you the same educated answers, maybe even better than Cam does. So make sure you give them a call with any questions you have. And don't worry, if Cam can't talk to you, they've got a handful of experts that can. Frankly, his head's getting a little big anyways. All right, we're done with Mach.
Thanks, Kevin.